Hello everyone, my name is Abhi and I have just started a new YouTube channel. In this channel, I will be sharing my knowledge of Adobe Photoshop, and I've been working as a senior UI developer in multiple places. For this specific playlist, I will be starting a new tutorial series Adobe Photoshop, in which we will be learning from uh, beginners level of for Adobe Photoshop. So without further wasting any time, we will start. First of all, in order to use Adobe Photoshop, you need to download it first. Here, go to the Photoshop. You can even type Adobe as well, as it is the brand of Adobe. Click on the first one. My internet is a bit slow, that's why it's taking some time. So here you can start a free trial. I've already installed it on the machine, so you can just start a free trial, or you can even use a cracked version also. So I'm opening my Photoshop. This is basically the main screen of Adobe Photoshop. Let me just put it in this area. So here I'm using Adobe Photoshop CS 2015, and as you can see, it is if you are familiar with Adobe Illustrator, you can see it has quite the resemblance of Adobe Illustrator. The first panel is contains the file information and some essential details buttons. The second panel consists of properties of controls which we have chosen here. This consists of toolbars, and this the panels right. This is the most essential panel, which consists of layers. As this is Photoshop, it is very essential level in which we will be having some few layers of our project. I will talk about later. First of all, if you want to change this interface, you can just drag it from here places and put it wherever you like, in this case I'm just shuffling their places. Like I don't want the color in the background, so I'm just putting them in the tab, and I want layers to be more prominent, so I'm just putting them in this position. You can even resize it as you want, and in case you can even drag and drop or move or resize the tools are many. And in case if you want to resize the previous workspace, go to the window tab, then workspace, then you can select reset essentials, so it will bring it back to their normal position. So first thing first, for the Adobe Photoshop, the questions arise why we need Adobe Photoshop, and the answer is simple as its name is. Adobe Photoshop is meant for photo editing, photo creation, and some, like, we can even create icons. In the past we used to create icons and some photo fixations, photo creations, photos editing. So there are lots of work we can do with Adobe Photoshop. So it is very uh, essential to do in terms of photo editing. So first thing I want to talk about what is raster. Raster is very essential term in terms of Photoshop. Raster actually means pixels. In Illustrator we have vectors. In Photoshop we have raster. Sorry. So, and this panel consists of a canvas. First of all, we have to just add a new file. Go to the file, hit the new. Now, this pop-up will appear. Here you can choose the name of your file. In my case, I'll be saving it like this. Now, here we will have multiple properties behind which that will be the width of the canvas. I'm just saying canvas is basically this printing area, this pixels area are called canvas. So I'm just saying that this defines the width of the canvas, width defines the height of the canvas, resolution defines it says 72 pixels per inches, so I'm not going to change it. Color mode is RGB. We have lots of other options like grayscale, bitmap. So for the normal scenarios here we use, for the beginner we use RGB color. RGB stands for red, green, blue. So setting to that. We have multiple options like what should be the background content. So for the normal cases we will be using white, and in some cases we will want some background color like we can choose. Okay, I'm just setting it as white. Next thing, I will be changing the width of my canvas. So I'll be size by height should be 1500. So now background content will be white, and I'm leaving the settings as it is then, and hit the OK button. Now you will see we have the canvas here. This is what I am saying canvas. This the pixels area is called canvas, and here you will see in this particular tab panel it says my project name, which is dashboard, 33.3%. 33.3% is the basic zoom area, how zoomed I have this camera is. So if I just zoom in, zoom out, so for shortcuts, for zoom in we use Control plus, and for zoom out we use Control minus sign. Okay. For this specific tutorial I will be sharing some experience, or you can say I will be discussing two tools of Adobe Photoshop. The first one is the cursor tool, which is used for moving the layers. We will talk about it later. And we have the selection tool, which is called marquee tool. If you just hover over this icon, you will see this says marquee tool. We will get back to this. For the first thing which we need to focus is that, as I have told earlier, layers consist of the, you can say it is layers, as in normal life we say layers. Yes, I actually stacked pages over our canvas, and once we created new layers, we are actually adding stacked um, transparent sheets over our canvas. So let's say I'm just adding layers. I have added single layer, and as you see, this background has white color, but the layer is what you gonna say? It is like this is called transparent color. So it means that this layer is a transparent sheet over my background. So in order to understand this layer, we just need to remove this. Then we will go add it. Let's see with this marquee tool. Okay. First of all, this marquee tool has some few other options like rectangular marquee tool, which will create a rectangular shape. This elliptical marquee tool, which will create a circle or a circle-like shape. It will be showing circle, and we have two others like single one for raw. Sorry, I'm selected. This is for raw selection, so half portion will be selected here and half of the portion selected will be there. Now, this one is single column marquee. This is used to select columns, like in this case. Here, one portion is on the left side is selected, and the other on the right side is selected over. So for keeping things simple and basic, we will be using rectangular tool. Suppose I have just in order to deselect these selections that I've made, we need to hit the right click button and select these here. This will and this will deselect all the changes which are here. Okay. Let's see. I'm just showing you the importance of layers in Adobe Photoshop. For this, let's see. I haven't created a new layer. I'm just adding. I'm just using a marquee tool and creating a simple rectangle. Now, this is a bucket tool, and we will talk about it on later videos. I will be using this for this control is used for filling the selected area. So as you have seen, okay, I'm just clicking this on the selected area. So as soon as I just click, it fills the selected area with the I think it's orange with the orange color. Now what does blue tool does? If I want to make changes and want to move this rectangle, I can't. And the reason is I have created this rectangle marquee tool over my background layer. So that is the reason. Now I think we got that point that why we need layers. So we will erase all whatever I did. So for this we will be using Ctrl Alt Z for redo, undo, sorry. And now I'm adding a new layer. A new layer can be added by this tiny button. It will pop up. this one. Now this layer will be added. Now if I click on the marker tool and again created a rectangular selected area, this selection area is this selection means whatever is selected inside are the pixels which we are gonna work. Let's say for the whole canvas, whatever we will be doing is within this selected area. So if I just carry the paint bucket tool and click on this selection, it will fill out the selection with white color. Now if I want to move this position, let's just say here, here this letter. Now if I want to move this, now I can easily move this rectangle marker tool wherever I want to, which is not possible when I have used the camera. So this is the essentials of marker tool and move tool. The second thing which we will be learning is multi-tools properties. Once you click on multi-tool, you will see a bunch of properties appears on the top of the panel. These are the properties of specific control which have been chosen for the rectangle. So let me just show you a few of the basic controls on the four properties. The first thing says new selection, means whenever I do selections, let's say I made the selection here, and whenever I click on somewhere else in the canvas, it will remove this selection and create a new selection. So this is for new selections. Now if you are saying if I'm adding a rectangle and I want to make selection this part as well as the other part which I'm going to form. So for this we will be using add to selection. This will add selection and keep the history of the selection as well as the rectangle selection which I'm going to do. So for this, let's say I'm creating I am expanding this rectangle with this selection. So see, it covers and adds the selection and it includes my previous selection into this new selection. And let's say I want to add I don't think so what is creating right now, but let's say I want to add selection as well. So what I'm going to do is add selection over here. Now you can see the previous selection is not moving, although I have clicked on somewhere else in this canvas. So this is the properties of add selection. Now the third property is subtract from selection. It is actually inverse of add selection. In this case, we will be subtracting a selection from the previous selection. Let's say I have created this rectangle and I want to deselect this portion. So what I'm going to do is create a selection under this existing one. So once I move click button, it will deselect this item. So here, see, it is deselected and this portion is deselected from my canvas. The third one is intersect. As we all know, in mathematics, intersects means common properties. Let's say if I want to have two selections, so when I bring selection 2 to this existing and previous selections, it will only contain whatever is inside the selection, whatever the common you can say, whatever common inside them. So I'm just gonna add another selection here. So this will bring only the selected area that is common amongst them. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I believe you have learned something from the video, and it is just a request to subscribe my channel as it will boost my potential, and I will bring on the remaining videos tutorial of Adobe Photoshop and much more for upcoming videos. So please hit the subscribe button, do like and comment so that I can know what issues you feel you are facing or how you like the videos. So thanks for watching.